Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Bites of Italy. We are Natalie and Scotty.
That's right. We're here with episode 3, and today we will look at a typical Florentine dish that may surprise you. If you're a foodie or just love discovering unique eats, this episode is for you.
Okay, so picture this. You're in Florence.
You're ready for adventure, and most importantly, you're starving.
You gotta eat.
You are ready to try authentic Tuscan cuisine.
You are in Italy, so you immediately think of pasta, pizza.
All the good stuff.
But what if I told you there's a whole other side to Florentine food?
Oh, there is.
A hidden culinary gem that maybe not all tourists know about. But before we delve into the specifics, let's talk about something called the fifth quarter.
Oh, the fifth quarter? It sounds almost like a secret code.
I know, right? What are fifth quarter meats, and how can you get 5 out of 4?
Can you break it down for us?
Yes. So from the Italian culinary term Quinto Quarto, the fifth quarter is used to describe the parts of the animal left after the prime cuts have been taken, all the bits that don't belong to the traditional cuts.
Which basically includes the internal organs and entrails of an animal, not the prime cuts.
Exactly. Things like liver, tongue, tripe.
Ah, the unsung heroes of the culinary world.
Totally. While many of us are familiar with cuts like tenderloin or ribeye, there's a whole world of flavors and textures waiting to be discovered in these less celebrated parts.
And Florence, of course, has embraced this.
Exactly. We know it might not sound immediately appetizing to everyone, but it's a deeply rooted tradition in Italian cuisine, particularly in Tuscany.
So this isn't just some trendy new foodie thing.
No, this goes back centuries, born out of practicality and resourcefulness.
Yeah, in the past, nothing went to waste, and using every part of the animal was a way of life.
And you know what's fascinating is that this tradition has led to some of the most unique and flavorful dishes in Florentine cuisine.
Like panino con Lampredotto sandwich. I cannot think of a more Florentine thing to eat.
Right, this is real street food Fiorentino style.
Now you might be thinking, Lampredotto, what is that?
Yeah, what even is that?
Well, imagine this. Tender, slow-cooked fourth stomach of the cow. It's traditionally cooked in a flavorful broth and served in a sandwich.
Seasoned perfectly, nestled in this crusty roll, and you can top it with all these different sauces.
Yeah. I have to admit, the first time I heard cow's stomach, I was a little hesitant. But then I took a bite, and I was like, okay, I get it now.
It's a Florentine tradition.
Here's the thing. Lampredotto is a dish you can only find in Florence and its surroundings.
And it's one of those foods that every Florentine seems to be crazy about.
But let's be honest, many foreigners, and even non-Tuscan Italians, hear about Lampredotto and wonder what all the fuss is about. Usually they take one look and stay far away from it.
Right? It's definitely not the most inviting dish at first glance. But trust us, it's way tastier than it sounds, and there's a reason it's so beloved here.
And as always, we've done our homework to bring you the best of the best.
We'll uncover the real gems that locals swear by.
So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's get into it.
Let's get those taste buds fired up because today we're looking for the best Lampredotto places in Florence.
Exactly. So today we've got a bustling market stall,
Okay.
a couple of iconic food trucks,
Love a good food truck.
and even a really unique osteria that's known for its adventurous menu.
So let's start our Lampredotto journey right in the heart of it all. The San Lorenzo Market.
You've got amazing sights, all these smells, fresh produce.
Love it.
And then, tucked away in all the hustle and bustle, on the ground floor you find Bambi Trippa Lampredotto.
Bambi?
Yeah, the Bambi family's been serving their tripe dishes since the 19th century.
Wow. So they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. They offer one of the best Lampredotto sandwiches of all Florence, where the meat is cooked with skill and technique.
Okay, so let's talk about the Lampredotto sandwich.
It's simple, yet so flavorful.
Meat is cooked in large steaming pots and then taken out when it is very hot, cut into thin slices with skill.
And served in a bread roll with a crisp crust and soft interior.
I like good crusty bread. Here the top half is soaked in broth.
The meat is tender and juicy, dressed with salt and more or less spicy sauces, according to everyone's taste.
The sauces are like the finishing touch.
Yeah, like the artist's signature on a masterpiece. A good Lampredotto sandwich needs that balance of richness from the meat and the acidity from the sauce.
All right, so tell us about these sauces. What kind of sauces are we talking about?
So, you've got Salsa Verde, green sauce. Each vendor has their own secret recipe, passed down through generations. but generally the salsa verde is a mix of fresh herbs. Parsley, mint, capers, and anchovies, all blended with olive oil and vinegar.
So, it's tangy.
It's tangy and bright, and it just adds this wonderful freshness to the Lampredotto.
And you also have salsa picante, a spicy red sauce.
Yeah,
I know it's spicy,
it is spicy.
but what gives it that kick?
The heat usually comes from chili peppers, but the other ingredients can vary. Some vendors will add tomatoes, garlic.
So, it's all about finding that balance of flavor and fire.
Yeah, I have to say the salsa verde is my favorite. It cuts through the richness of the meat.
Oh, I see. I'm more of a spicy person, but since Lampredotto sandwiches are traditionally served with both sauces and a pinch of salt, I usually go for that option.
Sounds good.
All right, now let's take our taste buds for a stroll.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Through the streets of Florence, where you'll find those iconic Lampredotto food trucks.
Yes, the food trucks. Tell us about these food trucks.
Walking around Florence, both in the center and in the outskirts, you will notice food trucks in different corners of the city. In squares, streets and markets, stalls.
These are mini outdoor restaurants with one or two tables in front, but often no tables, just a few high stools. Lampredotto is mainly prepared there, combined with a few others, such as tripe or boiled meat.
Yeah, there are so many food trucks in Florence that they are practically a symbol of the city. And for good reason. They are super affordable.
Okay, how affordable are we talking?
Delicious sandwich for about €5.
Less than $6. That's a steal.
And if you want a glass of house wine with that,
Well, why not?
only sets you back another euro or two.
The wine is served in a plastic cup, though. But come on, you can't beat that.
It's amazing how they manage to keep the prices so low.
And still maintain that high quality.
Yeah, so now we're going to focus on two specific food trucks.
All right, lead it on.
First up, we have Trippaio del Porcellino, which is located on the Loggia del Porcellino, home to one of the most visited Florentine markets, selling mainly leather goods and souvenirs.
The one with the famous bronze boar statue just a few steps from the Palazzo Vecchio? The one where tourists rub their noses for good luck?
Yeah, the one and only. And finding this kiosk is just as lucky. It's run by Orazio Nencioni. He's a bit of a legend in the Lampredotto world.
I like it, a legend.
What I really liked about this place, they give you the option of having your Lampredotto in a sandwich or in a plastic plate as a dish, with a bread roll on the side.
Good to know. All right, our next food truck stop takes us near the Sant'Ambrogio market, which is a real locals market.
Okay,
Not as touristy as San Lorenzo.
gotcha.
And it's right here that you'll find Sergio Pollini Lampredotto, family affair.
Oh, tell us about it.
Sergio's son, Pier Paolo, has taken over the business, and he's just as passionate about Lampredotto as his father was.
Oh, I love that.
It's amazing to see that tradition being carried on. You really get a sense of history and community at this place.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not uncommon to see people grabbing their sandwiches and then sitting on the steps of the nearby church to enjoy them.
Very Florentine, huh?
Very Florentine.
Yeah.
And while the classic Lampredotto sandwich is a must-try, they also have some other amazing options.
Like Trippa alla Fiorentina.
Yes, Lampredotto and Florentine-style tripe are two of the oldest and most iconic street foods in the city.
So, we definitely recommend giving those a try.
Absolutely. It's possible to find a bit of a queue, but the tasting of the various house specialties is worth the wait. They really know what they're doing.
It seems like all these places really know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. But heads up for everyone listening. All three places are closed on Sundays.
Oh, yeah, important detail. It seems like Sunday is the Lampredotto Recovery Day.
It seems like it.
So, plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Now for our final Lampredotto adventure.
Oh, the grand finale.
The grand finale.
We're taking you, dear listeners, to a place that's a little off the beaten path.
I like off the beaten path.
But trust us, it's worth the detour, because this place is not your average Lampredotto joint.
Okay, what is it then?
It's an osteria located just across the Arno River. It's called Osteria Tripperia Il Magazzino. It's tucked away in a charming little square called Piazza della Passera, on the same square as an award-winning ice cream shop.
This is a restaurant that honors the fifth quarter of meat. I guess if you're working with those ingredients, you gotta figure out how to make them taste good. You gotta get creative.
Exactly, and the chef and the restaurant owner here, he's known for his mastery of the fifth quarter. He's doing some amazing things with these ingredients, creating dishes that's both flavorful and, deeply connected to Florence's past.
So, we've got history, we've got unique flavors.
We do.
But in Il Magazzino, they are taking these traditional ingredients and elevating them, right?
Absolutely.
Adding modern twists and presentations.
Yeah, they're really getting creative with it.
They have the classic boiled Lampredotto, but they also offer Lampredotto meatballs.
All right.
Lampredotto Sushi.
Wait, hold on. Lampredotto Sushi?
Sushi, maybe not traditional,
Right?
but it speaks to the creativity and the innovation that's happening in the culinary world.
It's a fusion.
Yeah, they even have a dish called tripe pasta.
Tripe pasta, it's definitely a journey.
It is a journey.
But don't worry if Offal isn't your thing. They do have other options on the menu, if you want to play it safe.
But we highly encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new.
And they have a fantastic house wine that comes in a bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. And be sure to check out the label of this wine. It's very interesting.
And the best part about Il Magazzino, it's open every day.
All right, so you don't have to worry about whether it's Sunday.
Yeah.
So there you have it. 4 incredible places to experience the true taste of Florentine Lampredotto. Each one offers a unique take on this Florentine tradition.
Plus, the atmosphere at these places is just as much a part of the experience
Yeah, you're not just going for the food.
as the food itself.
You're going for the whole vibe.
Exactly. Imagine yourself standing at a bustling market stall, watching the vendor expertly prepare your sandwich,
I like it. Or grabbing a bite from a food truck.
while taking in the sights and sounds of the city.
That's the best.
It's all about immersing yourself in the culture, not just ticking off tourist attractions, though.
Yeah,
You're experiencing Florence like a local, and that's something special.
it is.
Many people enjoy their Lampredotto sandwiches right at the counter or find a nearby bench or wall to lean on. They don't worry too much about making a mess.
It's all part of the experience. Just have some napkins handy and enjoy every bite.
So, no judgment if I get some sauce on my face.
Not at all. Embrace the messiness. It's a sign that you're having a good time.
It's amazing how these dishes have been enjoyed for centuries.
It really is. Florence may be known for its Renaissance art and architecture, but its culinary history is just as fascinating.
That's true. Florence is bursting with culinary delights waiting to be discovered. So, dear listener, keep exploring, keep tasting, be open to trying something new.
Go beyond the usual pasta and pizza. Discover a whole new side to Italian cuisine.
You never know, you might even fall in love with Lampredotto,
Like we did.
like we did.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Before we wrap up, we just want to say, stay tuned.
That's right. We've got plenty more episodes of Bites of Italy coming your way. More food and more hidden gems to discover.
Yeah, next time we will uncover Florence's best wine bars where exceptional wine meets incredible food.
So don't forget to subscribe and join us next time.
Until then,
Buon appetito!
ciao.